5, 4, 3, 2, 1, it's a zombie! Music, Carnival!
My name is Pax Nindi, and I'm the creative director for the UK Centre for Carnival Arts, and also I'm the creative director for the Carnival Crossroads Eastbound. Carnival Crossroads Eastbound is a project which our organization UKCCA is leading on. It's the only Olympics project in the Eastern region, and what we decided to do with this project is it's the second year we are doing it. The year before we did it, but with a different theme, which was Shakespeare. This year we are doing it, and then we decided to change the theme to Eastbound.
What we call Eastbound, which is basically 5 towns all coming together to form a huge super band. And that super band is what you're seeing behind, represents this region. And to us, it's a fantastic opportunity to bring the whole of the region together in Carnival and in celebration here in Luton.
And we're working with 5 towns, which is Ipswich, Norwich, Southend, Cambridge, and Luton. Each town will create 100 costumes as well as a queen costume. And then in order to deliver this, we've allocated and identified and recruited lead designers for each town.
My name is Helen Davenport, and my role in this project is lead artist for Southend. I'm working with 4 other lead artists and some really talented people. So today, while we've all been designing together, it's been really inspirational to listen to everyone else's ideas, and then we'll hand them down and see them all develop.
My name is Ray Mahabe, and I'm a lead designer for Ipswich. This project itself is actually a combination of different art forms: music, dance, costume making, and I suppose also it's the 5 different hubs that we're working in which are coming together. So it's bringing different aspects and different feel of Carnival in terms of performance, people, artists, community. So it's a massive combination of all the things that means Carnival.
I'd like to kind of bring in a lot of techniques that I used together. I'm quite a multimedia artist, so I'd like to have that reflect the work, really. Bringing together lots of skills to make things differently.
So now with the hub designers, their responsibility is to work together. Our idea is when they come into this town, they share their skills and then leave the skills into town through the hub designers.
It's interesting for me to work with Pat. She's a local to Norwich, and I'm looking forward to going there, finding out lots about it. A place full of rebellious history.
Hi, my name is Ali Pretty. I have become involved in this project because I was really captivated by the ideas of developing a band which has 5 sections but represents the whole of the eastern part of England. And as I was involved in the early stages of research, I got very interested in the history of this whole region and excited that 5 different districts or boroughs could come together to produce something that's bigger than the sum of its parts. Well, there's lots of things that are really interesting about this project. One is that it's the eastern region of England, and with the exception of Luton, really, it's predominantly a very English region, and we'll be trying to reflect English culture, but still drawing on Brazilian and Trinidadian traditions of Carnival. So I think it'll be interesting to see what kind of aesthetic comes out, and I think that one of the legacies may be that we have a UK Carnival culture that has been able to absorb the other cultures of Brazil and Trinidad, but has then taken a Carnival aesthetic forward.
My name is Ricky Otis, and my role is to create the flags which tell the narrative of the whole Carnival parade. I'm here to observe the designers as they work with their individual section designs, to pull out of their designs various themes which will go into the banners and become part of the explanation of the carnival as it moves along. I was involved last year in creating some of the flags for the Carnival Parade.
We're doing the same thing again with choreography. We've got a choreographer who's going to work with all the 5 towns, which we're calling hubs. And then each town would have now a representative dancer who would work with this choreographer.
Hi, I'm Mariana, one of the choreographers for the UKCCA.
Without music, just to refresh. Group at a time, you're going to go over, allow me to throw you.
We've got a musical director, and then out of the musical director, each hub has got its own musician who's responsible for the group that's going to play the music for the procession for their particular hub.
My name is John Paul Courtney, or JP, known to most people, and my role in Carnival Crossroads project is that I am the musical director. Today we're devising some of the musical elements for the project. In the project we're going to be using a lot of Brazilian carnival music ideas, so we're devising some of the rhythmical things that are going to happen and the lyrical and melodical structure that's going to go on top of that. So we're kind of devising that and thinking about the ways that it's going to look on the street and sound on the street and make sure that the music matches what the audience is seeing. So it's quite a task. This project is quite unique, actually. This thing of having 5 different hubs and a musical group in each section is quite different. So I wouldn't say I've been involved in something that's exactly the same as this before, but I've been involved in projects where you have a drumming group and dancers and an idea with music that fits with costumes. So I've been involved in that quite a lot, but the Carnival Crossroads thing is taking that idea one step further. So it's exciting to do this thing in kind of a different way. The challenges for this project are trying to meet all the expectations of the different groups that we're going to be working with. For example, one group in Norwich would have different ideas. I'm talking about the musical groups, so one musical group would have a different idea in Norwich to the musical group in Southend, and the same from the group in Southend to the group in Luton, etc. So trying to find the common way is quite a challenge. It's quite challenging, but we're here for a couple of days to try and find the right path through all the little challenges till we come at the other end, you know.
One of the exciting things about Crossroads is the grand finale, where when we're going to do the procession, there's going to be a float in front of it. That particular float is going to represent the 5 towns. The float itself is going to be built using the Rio style way of making floats.
This project is very interesting for me because I think of the float building from Rio. I have never been there, and it's fantastic that we're having some artists coming over to show us the procedure, and I think that's what's exciting for me and interesting.
This person is going to train the artists how to make these floats, but one of the crucial things they are going to do is to actually to build up a prototype of this particular float, and then after that, that's going to be handed over to a British-based company that's going to build the float.
Hi, I'm Milton Cunha, Artistic Director of Rio's City of Samba. I do Carnival in Brazil for long 20 years. A float in Brazilian characteristics, so they called me, and there is a lot of subjects. First of all, I think it's too much to one parade. Paxi has sent me a lot of visual information, and I choose just 3. Boudica, medieval times, and the fun fair, and the part of the straw hat party.
What's lovely is seeing Milton working closely with the emergency exit arts artists in terms of the processes he goes through to make things, how they do things in Brazil, how we do things here.
For us, Carnival's about bringing everything together, and because there's really genius parts of Carnival which are actually not from this country, we like to fuse them with traditions that are part of this country, and I think in that fusion we start to tell a story about what a Britain can look like and what a British Carnival can look like, and it's our mission to kind of create a unique British Carnival aesthetic which brings together the traditions that have been imported over this country for the last few hundred years.
Well, we got here about 9 o'clock and then we organised ourselves. Everyone, all the children from the schools and adults arrived about 10, went straight into makeup. They all knew what they were wearing, and I think by the time we'd finished the makeup, everyone was outside and ready to go, and then they were just hanging around outside anyway. So once we moved off on the road, all the kids were really excited and they've really enjoyed themselves, and I think now they know what a big carnival is all about.
Hard work doing the costumes because a lot of us have put many hours into actually making the costumes. It hasn't rained too much, so that's been the best bit. They can see that Luton can put on a good show.
It's amazing. It's like a 1 in a million. Once in a lifetime. Yeah, that's very good.
Really good. I didn't expect this many people to be here, so like there's loads and loads of people, they're all enjoying it, it makes us enjoy it. I think it's going to be well.
It's a great community project because everyone can meet new people and then just look at different things, other people's work, which was quite hard work that little kids put in, and even adults making the costumes, making up the routines. Yeah.
Everything. It's all so lovely. I've enjoyed it thoroughly.
Would you do it again?
Yes. I would. It's really worth it, and I'm proud to be with my daughter and my grandson today. It's made my day.
It's been a very long but enjoyable day. From think actually the legacy will be a proliferation of Carnival to the quality and standard of this in the future.
Rolada bossa nova, caiu no rolecói. E só pra ela. Rolada bossa nova, caiu no rolecói.
Queen for the Cambridge section. I mean, I enjoyed it very much. It was my first time.
Real missions for us is to actually begin to raise the profile of British Carnival, not just in the UK but also internationally, so that actually Rio and Trinidad and New Orleans Carnival people actually go, wow, they do Carnival here in the UK, and we'll say, yes, absolutely. And the role is to actually bring our communities and present those talents and skills back out there in the bigger world of Carnival. And hopefully we can start a dialogue that can actually really make Carnival something special in this country.
I think Luton is the world's capital of Carnival, because here in the United Kingdom Center for Carnival Arts, you can meet people that makes Carnival in China, in Shanghai, in Ghana, South Africa, Argentina, Brazil, Trinidad and Tobago. So here we have all the kinds of Carnival, and we talk and exchange experience. Most important legacy is don't make war, make Carnival. This is the legacy, but I think there is another one that is a way of art. Carnival is a way of dealing with scenery, costumes, colors, a little bit theater, circus, cinema, movie. You can music, a kind of opera, but in movement. It's not in a stage. So it's a new kind of art. I think you can consider Carnival from now to in the future another way to make art.